with Eliminex, master technician here with the company, going on 18 years now. I'm always in the field. I'm like always in the trenches. I'm a servant leader in the industry, and I always thought of myself as pioneer, and went off into my own business. I like to do everything in a unique manner with a thorough inspection. I like to think beyond the box. So here's our website at NewJerseyPest.com, our bedbug page, and it has a lot of great information. It has some videos on the most common questions, why we have bed bugs and what's the resurgence. A lot of common things people like to ask that they can't uncover during regular research, because when you research your own bed bug problem, you're trying to get information. There's really limited resources out there to educate the public other than what bed bugs look like, and that's about it. And then all you see is like companies saying how they do their treatment, and everybody's kind of doing the same thing, the same kind of inspection process. Some companies have dogs saying, we have bed bug scent detection dogs, and that's very controversial since the beginning, to charge money for something that's not proven. So, but really, you don't really need to be looking into this feature of the pest industry, service offerings, because of the expense of the treatment. You have to know for sure that you do have bed bugs, so that's what the resources are for. Put just enough on there to let you know what bed bugs look like. They're not invisible. You can uncover them, or if you just see a couple, and then you can just match it up. I mean, bed bugs, their identification is quite specific and unique. So if you do have a bed bug, one bed bug or two bed bugs, you can guarantee you have a problem. A moderate to a serious problem. So, I mean, there are some things you could do yourself on preparation and identification and reducing clutter. And I do have a 7 steps. It's actually a 9-step video. What you should do immediately and what you should not do. And I have another thing. You do a free report, shows you what not to do. It's like it was part of one video, but I split it up into 2 videos so it wouldn't be so long and confusing. So the second part on things you shouldn't do, and things you shouldn't do video report is actually, don't try to treat it yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Don't even try. And I'll explain this right now, why you shouldn't try to do it yourself if you don't know anything about them. You're not in the business. Don't use any of the advice that you're getting. I'm a professional in the industry, 20 years, 18 years doing bed bug services professionally. Have had so many failures all the way up to 2007. I didn't even want to get into bed bug service for residential homes, because all I did was bed bugs for commercial and hotels and stuff like that, where you get a lot of cooperation, and you get people that get paid for the living to help you, maintenance engineers and supers. But with residential homes, it's a whole cooperation thing, and you have to do, you as a homeowner have to do your part too. So you have to be really educated on bed bugs yourself as a homeowner to do your part on preventing and stop bringing them in your house, and how to identify them early enough and take action. But by you taking action by waiting, procrastinating, and then thinking, okay, it's expensive to solve the problem professionally, to do it right, so I'm just going to try to do it myself, and if I fail, then I'll call a pest control guy, and he'll have to deal with the mess that I made as a homeowner by doing my own things. And I'll explain why right now. Doing your own do-it-yourself kind of remedy, home remedy, using things that may have worked for other insects in the past, or stuff you get advice from other people. I'll let you know how that doesn't work in a second. I have some videos, self-help videos. We do have a message board. One of my partners in my network from United, he is the godfather of pest control. He's been in his business for 50 years. He's been doing it. He's in South Jersey, and he has a lot of self-help. He loves helping the public. And you have to help the public when you're doing this for a living as a professional. You just can't spread yourself too thin and just consult the public. You got to make a living too. So he set up a thing with his network of professionals all over the world on his message boards and his customer service hotlines, where he utilizes our network and their IPCO, how to help yourself. If you feel you're going to do your own thing, or you're going to try to do your own thing, you can get some advice. There's these little message boards, like you could post a message. Here's somebody who posted a message on the board saying, we have some bed bugs. What should we do? And then we get a professional to respond. It's like free. It's like a free thing. I mean, it's one heck of a resource. I was pretty impressed by that. And here's the main message board to talk about anything, termites to anything, and you don't even have to. There's so much information. You probably don't even have to ask a question. You could probably just look at the existing questions, figure out for yourself. It's just amazing. I'm very impressed by that. But I've been associated with John from United for about 10 years now. We talk. But I have my own videos on my experiences in the field. And let me go over with you real quick, because this video is running down to the point where people lose interest. Let me go over this real quick on, let me see. What happens when you do your own pest control, when you do your own bed bug treatment? Here's your bedroom. And okay, you find bed bugs. You have them because you identified them and you checked it. So you look up, and some companies tell you should use this product and you should use that product. Household cleaners, steam cleaning, your own treatment, heat treatment with using hair dryers. Let me go over you real quickly what happens when you choose the wrong product, the wrong cleaning household product, alcohol bleach, bug bombs, foggers, an array of weak pesticides. There's about 42 different professional registered pesticides that are labeled for bed bugs that do not work. It's a fact, because how it's done, it's got to be done multiple times, and you have to have a professional really keep on it and listen to you and just uncover everything. It's a lot of labor using the wrong product. Now, if you as a homeowner go to these do-it-yourself websites, like here's an example. This one is from a chemical company that selling organic, like cedar oil, natural remedies. Okay, let's say, for example, you're using these ineffective, inferior products because they claim they're natural. Yeah, if they're they're natural, they don't kill on contact. They don't kill over long term, so you got to keep spraying. So let's just say you do spray your own thing. All these arrows are the most common spots in a bedroom that bed bugs can be. Okay, so you know that. Well, that's wonderful, but that information is dangerous for you to know, because now you're thinking, well, great, the pest professional showed me the spots that the bed bugs can be, so I'm going to spray my own thing, cut out the middleman, cut out the professional, in my case, the solution maker. You're going to cut me out of doing the treatment safely and guaranteeing the service, and you're going to try to do it yourself. And what's going to happen is that you're going to spray these areas and you're going to make the problem. You're going to make the problem way worse than you can ever imagine, because it's not going to work, and you're going to annoy them and get them running around, and they're not going to die. And as they're running around, they're going to scatter all over. A typical bedroom. This is when the problem's really out of hand already. When people call me, the problem's really contained in a specific area around the bed, but all these arrows represent what happens when you're spraying your own stuff. They're all over the bedroom, all over the house. That's because somebody's using an inferior product, like a fogger or a dust powder, and you're using large quantities, because that's the only way, say, diatomaceous earth could work. You're using the wrong grain, the wrong type makeup of. There's different kinds. There's a freshwater diatom that you're supposed to use, but you're supposed to use a lot of it for it to even stand a chance. When you do that, it makes the problem way worse, because you're putting powder everywhere. You're breathing that as a human being. That's dangerous for you now. And then the bed bugs aren't going to stay on that powder or mess with that, so they're going to move away from that area and go all over the rest of the house where you're not messing with them, to the point where they're in the wall voids and the electrical and the framework that you can't, as a homeowner, don't know, have a clue on how to treat these spots properly. It took me about 6 months to even learn how to spray properly, and that was for cockroaches. Just to do it's an art. Doing this, you get good at it as you do it over the years. You as a homeowner, you press a button, some liquid comes out. I could do that. You think that as a homeowner, but there's an art to it, and there's safety involved, because if you spray too much pressure and it's the crack, you got to know what you're doing, because then you put in too much pressure in a crack and crevice, it can come back into your face. So the homeowner is just really not recommended at all. Just pay the professional to do it right. In my case, you hire Eliminex to do that right. So I'm just warning the public. What works for bed bugs? My formulation that I use, that I developed over 4 years. 4 years time, it's a registered, licensed formulation that's made specifically with the active mixture that I use. The way it's designed, the way I utilize it, took 4 years of trial tests. 600 bedbug treatments using this formulation that I made, and it's a company. It's a privilege information. This is my information. This is something that I protect and I guard my mixture. I do give the information of some of the active ingredients that's registered. Let you know it is safe and how it works. I explain it, but people asking, what is the magic chemical? That's not the case here. It's how I combine it and make it last, and how I apply it. That's my knowledge. This is my proof, my study, independent study, in my article. What I do, I have proof. I have 600 treatments under this program, under this design that I've made. So it's just not something that you could just give to the public, because it requires a licensed professional who's insured and has is training and knows what they're doing and can back it up. It's not something. This is not something you could just package and sell to the public and educate the public about. This is not something you should do yourself as a homeowner to save money. This is a preparation sheet. The way we do preparation for a house to get ready for treatment is pretty simplistic. We are on our website, NewJerseyPest.com. That has, when you go on there, the homepage, got the bed bug page. And even on the homepage, it'll have the bed bug preparation guide that you can click on and download. And it'll come out a PDF format, open right up in another window. And it'll tell you how to prepare for your bed bug service if you know. So you can't really prepare your house, treat it. You know you're going to get it treated within a day. Because disturbing the bed bug, once you start disturbing the bed bug, I got over here. I got this. By the time you start preparing stuff, you take stuff out of the dressers and cabinets and nightstand. This is the primary thing that you need to do when you do a preparation service. Right here. It says strip your beds, remove everything from your closets. So it's the really key thing is really your bedroom. Your bedrooms are what needs to be primarily prepared. Of course, the rest of your house would be the closets and the hallway. Same thing, but like the living room and stuff like that, you don't have to do any preparation because stuff can be moved around there. But in your bedrooms, that's where everything's stored. In drawers, everything's tight. So you need to clear everything out and prepare to get your furniture treated. So the everything's got to be pulled out of the dressers and bagged up separately, tied up, and then staged at another part of the house, where it's in sealed bags. Take everything out of the armoire and dressers and bag those up. And then everything off the bed, linens and pillows and everything, put them in bags and seal them up. And you're going to take this linen, you're going to take everything that's on the bed and wash that. And clothing you don't have to, unless you're storing stuff under the bed, like some beds have containers or drawers that they store stuff under the bed, you're going to have to wash that. Anything that's within this bed, fabrics, anything, is going to have to be washed and dried regular cycle or thrown away. That's it. Because that's where if it is a deep, heavy infestation, bed bugs are going to lay their eggs in those items. And then after the treatment, you should vacuum. Actually, well, you can't really vacuum before the treatment because you don't want to move that. You don't want to move any of the furniture or the bed or anything. You don't want to move the mattress or anything until you're treating it, because there could be thousands, tens of thousands of bed bugs in that zone, and you don't want them scattering. And that's another problem why you, as a homeowner, shouldn't be trying to do your own treatment, because once you start disturbing a bed bug congregation, you can make the problem 10 times worse than it is already. So after the treatment's done, it's kind of has a little bit of post-treatment in here. I do have a post-treatment guide on another form that I give when I come do an inspection, and I lead the post-treatment guide. I have a whole packet that I give you a whole presentation folder. Gives you all the information you need. We even have references for our past customers that go back 3 years. We have some customers go back 4 years. The longer the reference, the better. Our new references, the ones we just did last year, we don't give those out. We give the ones we did 3-4 years ago. We give those as references to show you the longevity of our treatment. It goes way beyond that we promise. We over-deliver. It's pretty amazing. So what the vacuum part is really, maybe you should vacuum the floor, but like afterwards you can vacuum under the bed. I'll explain that later. But and I have some other things I like to go over with you, but I'll probably go over with you in another video. I'm looking for some information here. Let me see. It's kind of difficult to navigate this while I'm recording. And I'm going to go to this bed bug page again on NewJerseyPest.com, and we have a service that is unique. You try to look this up online. There's not another service like ours. Our service is unique, and it's probably like the best service out there. If you have a bed bug, you call us, you hire us, you're going to get the best service. This is really designed for single-family homes and like apartments, condos, townhouses. We don't offer this type of service here for we have a year guarantee program. We do have a spray treatment program using our microcap system. That's explained here in this diagram. This is our spray liquid treatment formula or composition that I developed and I have been using in the field for 4 years now. This came out this year that I'm doing for a year guarantee. That's a 90-day guarantee. The spray treatment. It's a one-time service, 90-day guarantee. You won't find a company out there that's going to give you a guarantee with one service. You're not going to find anybody because they don't have the kind of experience that I have. I'm a master technician, 20 years experience. I love what I do. This is my field. I have a passion for this. This is my system that I developed using a microcap system, but I made it into a foam. There's some certain things I can go over this with you. I can consult with you on how I do this, how we do the foam. There's some key spots that I use my formula in a foam where you make the microcap so heavy and dense that they don't start releasing their active ingredients until 90 days later, where the liquid treatment that we put down the microcap spray, the initial treatment, like how we do it for all our houses, that slow releases over a 90-day period of time, evenly. So for full 90 days from the day one, you're going to be killing bed bugs immediately. But then that will break down in 3 months, but then you got the foam left behind, and now that's going to start releasing after 90 days. That's going to start releasing their actives. And there's certain key places that I use the foam, cracks, and there's some things I'll tell you. This is, again, privileged information. I don't advertise our methods. I'll consult you on how this is done. It is really amazing. And you're not in contact with this foam. This foam is going to be in key spots where you're not going to be in contact with it anyway. And the bed bugs are going to be there. They're not going to know it's there either. But where they go hide their behavior of bed bugs, they're going to come in contact with this foam application. It's not heavy like this. This is just an example of how dense and heavy it is. This is they use foam for other kind of treatments. The different active ingredients, they have foam you can make out of other pesticides, like termiticides for termites and carpenter ants. You could put in wall voids, and you could put a foam in there. But you can use that's if you use different kinds of chemicals for different target bugs. But my active ingredient formula, I made it into a foam for this kind of service, and it's going to start releasing after 90 days all the way throughout the year. So with one service, using this method, combination of the spray and the foam, 1 year guarantee. And I did our pricing, and it's equivalent, our 1 year guarantee is equivalent to other companies' 4 treatment services over 6 weeks, where they give maybe a 6 week to 2-3 month guarantee. For the price that they charge, this is how much our 1 year guarantee price is. Because I'm only coming one time, and I have 4 years of treatments to back that up, that my one-time service lasts. 1 year, I mean, I can go crazy and say it's 2 years, but I'm 1 year. No one's going to trust anything more than 1 year. Yeah. No one's going to trust anything more than 1 year. 1 year is pretty outstanding. It's like an amazing guarantee for bed bugs. You'll never see any other company, organization saying their treatment's going to last that long for bed bugs. So give us a call. We have 2 numbers you can call. Hotline 732-640-5488. And then 732-309-4209. Call if you have any questions. We prefer to consult people that actually have a visual, positive ID of a bed bug specimen. We don't come into your house and start digging around and looking for the hidden spot. People that call us actually have an established problem. They know it, and they need the problem solved. And there's no mystery. The people that call us for our service recognize that we're going to do a really good job, and they need it done. Where some people they don't know. Then you don't know. You probably don't have bed bugs if you don't know. You know, if you have bed bugs, you'll know it. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bugs, you'll know it. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a good day.